Hi friends, it's Sunday afternoon and I'm so sleepy. But I realized if I didn't film right now, I wasn't gonna film at all. So we're gonna film right now and I'm gonna do a very quick video. I was meaning to finish up the vlog that I'm working on this weekend, but then a couple of things happened. I was really busy, number one. And number two, I just didn't feel like reading, which that doesn't happen to me very often, but when it does happen, I just have to binge a TV show. And I'm currently binging Farscape. If you guys have never heard of Farscape, I really urge you to look into it. It's a very weird sci-fi space opera show with probably the best love story I've ever seen on television. No hyperbole. So yeah, if you like sci-fi and romance and the Muppets, like this is also a production of Jim Henson Studios because most of the aliens are puppets, and also it's really sexy and gross and weird. I highly recommend it, but I haven't watched it in a really long time. So anyway, that's what I've been doing all weekend. Long story short, I need to film a video and I decided to pull one out of my back pocket that I've been keeping for just such an occasion where I'm not ready to post other things I've been working on, but I need to post something. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna go through the Rory Gilmore Reading Challenge. This is obviously referring to Gilmore Girls. Rory was the younger Gilmore Girl and she was a bookworm. She carried around a book constantly in the show, and somebody went through and made a list of all the books she read over the entire series and then made a challenge out of it to see how many you've read out of all these books that Rory has read. So I have not done this yet because I wanted to save it for a special occasion, and now is that time. How many books are there? There's 9 pages. I don't know how many books per page. Oh, 339 books. So I'm gonna guess I've read 200. We'll see if I can beat that or not. Okay, here we go. This is for editing, Ashley. I am circling the check mark and you're gonna start filming when I say boop. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So here's the Rory Gilmore Reading Challenge. Let's go. Okay, so I think you're just supposed to click the ones you've read. Okay, 1984 by George Orwell, read that a couple times. Huckleberry Finn, read that. Just read James, actually, which is a retelling of Huck Finn, and then wanted to reread Huck Finn, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. And my friend Sarah suggested listening to a podcast version since it's in the public domain, so I found one because I was having a hard time finding one in my library for some reason that I liked. There was one, but it was awful. Ugh. Alice in Wonderland, I've read Alice in Wonderland. I've read Cavalier and Clay. I should reread that. I read it when I was younger because I used to read books that people said were like good and important, and that I thought that meant that I was supposed to like them. But this is one of the few that I think was actually good, and I just wasn't old enough to appreciate it. So I might revisit that one. American Tragedy I've not read, but I did read something by Theodore Dreiser and I hated it. Angela's Ashes have not read, but will never see this book and not think of The Office. Anna Karenina, refuse. I do not read Russians for no other reason that they write really long books that seem boring. I could be wrong about that, but they just don't seem interesting to me. I have read Anne Frank. As I Lay Dying, I have read this. I hated it. I have not read The Art of War or The Art of Fiction or The Arch-Damien War. What? What is that, Rory? Rory Gilmore. I have read Atonement. I love that book, actually. You'd think that I wouldn't, but I do. I don't know what that is. I have read The Awakening several times. I have not read Babe. I did know the movie was based on a book, though. I have not read it. Backlash by Susan Faludi. Very relevant to what's going on right now, but I've not read it. I have not read any Honoré de Balzac. I have read Bel Canto. I have read The Bell Jar. Both I liked at the time. I don't know if I would like them now. I have read Beloved. I read it in high school. Way too young to read that book. I literally just read Beowulf yesterday. So yeah, I mean, I'd read it before, but I have not read the Bhagavad Gita, but I've been intrigued by it ever since I learned that the lyrics to Battlestar Galactica theme song come from the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, nope, not the Bielski Brothers, no, not even heard of it. Brick Lane by Monica Ali, nope. Brave New World, it's on my TBR and I have an audiobook copy from Audible that I got at a sale, but I have not read it yet. Have not read Bitch. Have not read A Bolt from the Blue. Have not read Brigadoon. Didn't even know that was a book. Thought it was just a musical. Have not read Candide. I have read Canterbury Tales. I have read Carrie. Excellent. I have read The Children's Hour. Didn't like it. Of course, I've read Charlotte's Web. I've read Catcher in the Rye. I've read Catch-22. Also didn't like it. Again, maybe I was too young. I haven't read Christine yet. I need to read Christine. It's on my list. I have a first edition, actually, of that one. So I think I need to actually get a different copy because it's kind of falling apart. So I think I need to get a reading copy. Maybe I'll just get it from the library. I have read A Christmas Carol. I've read A Clockwork Orange. I love that book, actually, even though it's really super violent. Next page. Collected Stories of Eudora Welty. Nope. Comedy of Errors. Man. I haven't read that one. I've read like most of Shakespeare. There's like 6 or 7 that I haven't read, and that's one of them. I don't even know who Don Powell is, so. Have not read The Complete Poems of Anne Sexton. No, thank you, please. Have not read Cousin Bet. I have read Count of Monte Cristo. I have read A Confederacy of Dunces. I read that because my friend Allison told me to read it, and she loves it. I wonder if I would like it now. I loved it at the time. Have not read Dorothy Parker, but of course this is on there because this is, what's her face's, oh my God, what's the Gilmore Girls creator? Amy Sherman Palladino, that's like her favorite author. Dostoevsky, again, Russian. Nope. Crimson Petal and the White, nope. I have read The Crucible. Okay, I've read a chapter of Cujo. It's literally on my currently reading shelf on Goodreads. I'm not going to count it. I want to, but I'm not going to. Have read David Copperfield. Jordy, Lisa, and David and Lisa? What? Why does it say Jordy? Whatever. Haven't read Daughter of Fortune. Have read Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Of course, I've read Da Vinci Code. No Dead Souls, No Demons. No Death of a Salesman. That always makes me think of the Buffy episode, the season 4 finale, where they're putting on Death of a Salesman. Insert clip here.
Why have you come to our lonely small town, which has no post office and very few exports?
I've come looking for a man. A salesman.
Have not read Deanie. Have read Devil in the White City. Wasn't that impressed with it, actually. Have not read The Dirt. Is that like the band Motley Crue? Rory, why were you reading that? Have read The Divine Comedy. I have read Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde a couple times. Literally just finished Don Quixote. Or, you know what? I'm not finished. I'm like 50, 60 pages out, but I'm counting it. Okay, that book is so long. I've basically read it at this point. I have read Yaya. This is on my TBR and I own the audiobook. Have not read this. Did she write it herself? Or is that an autobiography or is that a biography? No, it's a biography. Have not read that. Have not read that. Have read Empire Falls. Have read Emma. Have read Eloise. Have not read this. Have read Encyclopedia Brown. I've only read one Edith Wharton, and I've read it 3 times. Spread it out, Ashley. Spread it out. But I don't know if I'll ever read Ethan Frome. I do want to read Age of Innocence. That one sounds really appealing to me for some reason. I have read Ethics. Thought it was boring, be honest with you. Europe Through the Back Door? Nope, haven't. Okay, so that's page 2. Have not read Ava Luna. Why are they not putting the Isabel Allende that I have read on here? Everything is illuminated, yep. No to Extravagance. Yes to Fahrenheit 451. No to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. No to Fatland. How Americans Became the Fattest People. Rory, why were you reading that? Oh, and then this dude again. Apparently it's a series. Still haven't read it. Haven't read that. Didn't even know there was a book. Of course I've read Lord of the Rings. Didn't know that was a book either. Fiddler on the Roof. Have read The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. I have not read Finnegan's Wake, but I have read his other book and I hated it. So I'm probably going to hate a lot of these because Roy likes lit fic and I don't really like it that much. So Have not read The Fountainhead. Have not read The Fortress of Solitude. How dare you, Jonathan Lethem. Daniel Keyes. Yes, I have read Flowers for Algernon. I have read Frankenstein. I've read Franny and Zoe. No Freaky Friday. No to Galapagos, although I own it. I did read Girl Interrupted. You know, I checked that book out from the library when I was in high school, I think, and I never read it. I mean, no, I never watched the movie because I wanted to read the book before I watched the movie, and I never watched the movie. Maybe it was college. No Gidget. No George W. Bushisms. What the heck? No Gender Trouble, although her new book I have on hold from the library, so I'm very excited to read that. No Gnostic Gospels. No Godfather. No God of Small Things. Yes, Goldilocks. No The Graduate. No to that Judy Blume book. Yes to The Good Soldier. Yes to Gone with the Wind. No to Grapes of Wrath. Yes, The Great Gatsby. Yes, Great Expectations. The Group. I have read A Heartbreaking Work of Staggering Genius. I mean, it's like it used to be a rite of passage to read that. I hope that's gone by the wayside because I just think about that book and I get upset now, like depressed, and not in a good way. Have read Hamlet. Have read Goblet of Fire. Have read Sorcerer's Stone. Have read Heart of Darkness. Helter Skelter, yes. Henry IV, yes. Named my cat, my first cat after the main character, Hal, Prince Hal. Have read Part 2. Have read Henry V. Have read High Fidelity. Have not and will not read Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. Holidays on Ice, yes. How to Breathe Underwater by Julie Oranger, never even heard of it. House of Spirits, yes, we got the IND that I've read. House of Sand and Fog. Okay, people with Roman numerals in your name, why? The Holy Barbarians, nope. I've read The Grinch. Didn't know that was a book. I've read Howl. I've not read Hunchback. The library just booped me. What is it telling me? Oh, it's gonna take a book back. I have read Inferno. That's the Divine Comedy. This is on there twice. Oh well, I'm counting it. I've read In Cold Blood. Haven't read that. No groupie books for me. Did we read the Iliad? No, we read the Aeneid in college, not the Iliad. Damn it. I saw the movie Inherit the Wind, but doesn't count. William Kennedy Ironweed? Nope. It Takes a Village? Nope. Jane Eyre? Yes. No Upton Sinclair? Yes, I've read The Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County. Yes, Julius Caesar. Yes, Joy Luck Club. Never heard of Just a Couple of Days. The Kitchen Boy. That looks cheerful. Anthony Bourdain, yes. I like that book a lot. The audiobook is great. Have not read Kite Runner, probably never will. Have read Lady Chatterley's Lover. No Gore Vidal, yes. Love Leaves of Grass. Didn't know Bagger Vance was a book. Have read Life of Pi. Did I read a book by Rainer Maria Rilke? I don't think it was this one. I've read something by him though. No Bret Easton Ellis for me. No, thank you, please. Have not read Little Dorrit. No to that, whatever that is. Yes, Little Matchstick Girl. Little Match Girl, whatever. Yes, Little Women. Yes, Lovely Bones. Yes, The Lottery. Yes, Lord of the Flies. No, I have not read that Hillary book. Never heard of Love Story. Oh, is that from the movie with the sadness? Yes, Macbeth. No, Madame Bovary. What's the Manticore? Robertson Davies. That's an unfortunate name. No Sherman. No that. No Master and Margarita. Hate that cover. No Marathon Man. Yes, Me Talk Pretty One Day. The Meaning of Consuelo. Isn't it just a name? I really think books should do better sometimes. Nope. No, that's one of the ones I haven't read. Moby Dick, yes. No. Middlesex, yes. I want to read The Metamorphosis. I didn't used to be interested in that one, but I think that I really am now. The Mojo Collection? Moliere? Nope. Monetary History? Nope. What's that one? Proust. There is a fun plot, though, in Gilmore Girls. I think it's season 4, maybe, where Lorelai is dating this guy that I never liked. Don't even remember his name at this moment, but he's reading Swan's Way by Proust. And so I think she wants to, like, try and impress him, so she tries to read Swan's Way, and it doesn't go well. Lorelai's not a serious reader, but of course Rory's reading it. Mutiny on the Bounty, no. Yes, I've read Mrs. Dalloway. I have not read A Movable Feast. No Month of Sundays. Never heard of whatever that is. No. Dang, Rory reads some boring ass books sometimes. My Sister's Keeper, no, but I have read their Wikipedia page. The Name of the Rose, no. Jump on Harry the Namesake, no. Naked and the Dead, Norman Mailer. I'm really not into Norman Mailer. He guested on an episode of Gilmore Girls that I don't remember if it was called. Yes, it was, obviously, because the title of the episode is Norman Mailer, I'm Pregnant. And Norman Mailer visits the inn, and Suki realizes she's pregnant and then screams in Norman Mailer's face, Norman Mailer, I'm pregnant. That's right. But he's a dick. I tried to read his Hitler book. Why, I have no idea, but it was pretentious nonsense. So I DNF'd it. Hey, that was my first DNF that I can recall, actually. I'm sure I didn't. No, I think I finished every book I read when I was younger. But that one I read in college, I think. And I think I got halfway through and then forgot about it. Anyway, do not recommend the Hitler book. Okay, next page. We have 3 pages left. Oh, I'm feeling tired. I need a nap. Okay, Nanny Diaries, yes. Nervous System, no. Emily Dickinson. I've read like a lot of her poems. I'm counting it. No, I don't know what that is. Norton Anthology. I have read that, actually, because of school. Northanger Abbey. I have not read that. Nickel and Dimed. Hey, that book was on the stupid list that the New York Times put out, the best 100 books of the 21st century, whatever. And it was one of the few that I marked that I wanted to read. Don't get me started on that list. Okay, Don Powell. Hey, this was already on there. Oh no, it was a different date. No Bukowski. I have read Of Mice and Men. Why was Rory Gilmore reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid? On the Road, unfortunately, yes. 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 No. Have not read Our Mutual Friends. Yes, Othello. No. This guy again? Why? Isaac Dinesen. No, haven't read Out of Africa. Have read Outsiders. Didn't like it. Have read A Passage to India. Dorian Gray. Wallflower. That guy again. No Pigs at the Trough. No Pinocchio. No. That is on my TBR, The Polysyllabic Spree. Pride and Prejudice, yes. No. This one, Pushkin, there's an episode of Gilmore Girls called Not as Cute as Pushkin. So, Pygmalion, no. Quattrocento. Yeah, that page was a failure. Didn't read that many. Oh, there's a Rachel Housel Hall book on here. Interesting. I didn't know she was published back when Gilmore Girls was airing. That's kind of cool. Rapunzel, yes. I have read The Raven. I just unhauled Razor's Edge within the last couple of years, and I did not read it before I did so. Oops. I have read Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. Rebecca. No and no to those two. Have read Shawshank. I'm starting this series this year, the Sue Grafton series, even though I know it's not ever going to be finished. It's fine. Yes, Return of the King. No, Patty Hearst. No, no, yes, yes, no, yes. I just read Rosemary's Baby. Well, last October, was 10 months ago, but I just read it. No, Faulkner. No, yes, I've read Daisy Miller. Have not read Scarecrow of Oz. I've read Wizard of Oz. Secret Life of Bees. Yes. Seabiscuit. Yes. Where did my book go? I feel like I lent it to somebody and then they never gave it back, which is why I don't really lend books anymore. It's fine. It was a mass market paperback, but I have a very distinct memory because it was one of the few books that I brought with me to college. I have a very distinct memory of reading it in the laundry room at my dorm because I thought people were going to steal my laundry. I soon stopped caring. Scarlet Letter, yes. No, Colette, no, whatever that is. No, whatever that is. Sense and Sensibility, yes. Okay, No Fair. I'm literally reading this in November, so not cool. No, 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 no Shane, no Shining, haven't read it yet. No, no. Oh no, I only have 2 more pages. I'm not going to make 200. That was way too optimistic. I'm probably going to hit like a third. Okay, Vonnegut, yes. No. Yes. No. 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 What's one of these books named Song? No. No. A lot of these are on my TBR and I've just never read them. And I probably never will. Have read Stiff. Have read Sound and the Fury. Have read Stuart Little. Have read Sun Also Rises. Again with Marcel Proust. Tale of Two Cities. Ooh, Sharks. Have read Time and Again. Overrated. Have read Time Traveler's Wife. I want to read The Trial, but I have not. Richard III, yes. To Kill a Mockingbird, yes. Tuesdays with More, yes. Uncle Tom's Cabin, yes. No. Okay, 1 more page. I'm definitely not making it. Okay, we've got Vanity Fair, yes. Huge book. Virgin Suicides, yes. No More Russians. Bambi. Have read Walden. Have read Waiting for Godot. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane? No, but that looks cool. No to whatever that is. Oh, yes. Have read that. I've read Wicked. I've read Wuthering Heights. And I've read Joan Didion. Boom. Well, I broke 100. I got 39%. I beat the average score of 51. Hey, I can be proud of myself. I did better than 98% of users. Well, that's pretty good. I would have preferred 99, but I'll take 98. I should have said a third. I should have said like 100. Why did I say 200? What a dumbass. Well, that's it. Oh my God, it's already 25 minutes. It took me 25 minutes to do. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to go watch more Farscape, and I will see you guys probably Wednesday for when I actually finish the vlog that I was supposed to have finished this morning. Farewell.
Men with your sails.